Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing a new version of horoscope readings for YouTube. I'm doing them by element. It'll be around a half an hour, give or take. This one is going to be for water signs. So if you are Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in your sun, rising, moon, Venus, or you have a stellium, or just feel really called to it, this might be for you. Is there going anything on with water? I think Venus is in Cancer right now, but I'm not sure. I feel like there's not a whole lot going on with planets watery, but I could be very well mistaken. The main point is if you have astrological things going on related to water signs, this is where you need to be. Or if you're just really in your feelings, as may or may not be happening. Okay, so I'm using the Morgan Greer, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot, and I'm using the Mini Rider-Waite. This is gonna be, this is like gonna be like past energy, present energy, and potential future energies. This is kind of like what you're doing, this is the consequences, and this is information from your higher self, guides, the universe, spirit, whoever you're getting your kick in the pants from, your training wheels from. This is what they're trying to impart to you through this process. Okay, so let's get into it. So the past, what you're doing is coming out in the challenge position. We have the 9, the 10, no, why can't I say that right? The 9 of Cups. Look at this yellow and blue. So we have emotions and solar energy, but potentially also the throat chakra. Emotional contentment. Look at all the stuff I've done for myself. I feel pretty good, right? So we have a 9 here in a challenge position. The energy is Jupiter and Pisces. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so we might be dealing with that south node right now. Pisces, I don't know why I'm suddenly stalled out on that. I know what it is. Yeah, I don't know why. Neptune is in retrograde right now, so that might be why it's up to now been really a challenge to get to this emotional contentment. And this Jupiter energy is like, maybe luck hasn't been fully on your side, but in the past, but we're taking a look at it now, right? So Pisces, Neptune, blue energy, Jupiter, Sagittarius, yellow, solar, chakra type energy. Consequently, Queen of Pentacles inverted. Okay. Sagittarius and Capricorn with water of earth. Okay. So we haven't been able to ground our own energy in our feelings, and our manifestation has been suffering in the past. We have a lot of I don't feel safe energy with this upside down, especially with this card, solar, sacral, root chakra energy. And this green here, I'm having trouble grounding. My heart chakra is a little clenched. Queen energy, I'm having a hard time intuiting the world around me. This is also a 1 or a 13. So we could be completing something by this friction in the past, but also this idea of a 9 leading into this, of like having trouble going within, leading to some sort of a death cycle, a transformation, or a needing thereof. I need to go within to have this transformation, but I don't feel safe in my own body, sitting in my own area to ground, and I can't seem to be happy. Okay. So the message coming from the universe is matching King of Pentacles inverted energy. So we're out of balance. I see this bull here. It gives me Taurus energy. King of Pentacles, Aries and Taurus energy with air of earth. Okay. Mars is in Aries right now, so it's sort of this last ego showdown. I almost get like I didn't learn how to be happy from my parents. There wasn't enough emotional context, and I had a hard time getting my basic needs met. But basic needs also include emotional support, and it seems here that there might not have been any. Now we go from this need for a death cycle to a need for a shift. 1 and 4 breaks down to 5. But I also see 9 and then 11. 911, help me. I need aid. I need medical attention. I have an emotional emergency. Won't anyone help me? It's like, if I was on fire, nobody would even piss on me. So present, 10 of Swords inverted. So we've gone from a 9 to a 10. This is the stick of fork in me, I'm done. 10 of Swords. The Sun in Gemini. Right? So we had South Node, and now we have North Node. We're trying to complete this pain cycle. And in the present, we want to release this pain of being insecure. And we're in air energy here. We're trying to think about it. We're trying to reason through it. What happened to me in the past? Now, Sun inverted tells me moon energy, right? We need to go into the darkness to figure out where this is coming from. And notice we have this blue and yellow energy here, but we're also dealing with these root and sacral energies here, right? I have been killed in my lack of security blanket, and now I need to figure out how I can go about feeling safe and content. I need to figure it out. I need to get out of this pain. Okay. So consequently, we have 7 of Wands inverted and the Lovers. This is 13 again. Now we've got this brown energy here. It's kind of like cooking the lower chakra energies on a burner until you get this burnt sienna kind of essence. We have this yellow leading into this green energy. We're trying to ground. We're trying to open up the heart chakra. The Lovers is healing. It's also Gemini duality. And we also see the masculine and the feminine here again. So it's like both in my inner child, both halves of it, the masculine and feminine aspects of my inner child didn't receive the nurturing they needed. And again, maybe parents not really helping you along. My masculine and feminine sides, be they internal, external, child or adult self, all need the healing. Now, this could be I'm healed enough to want to be in a relationship, but I don't really get that from this. For if it applies, then it applies. But I get this more as healing and as a choice here, right? I choose to let my guard down so that I can open myself up to the change. 7 of Wands, Mars in Leo, right? I said Mars in Aries, and then I said Sun energy. So we have this it's this last ego showdown. My ego is of pain because of how I've survived, but I'm choosing to let it down. I don't need to keep putting up barriers and having people stab me in the back. I'm going to try to open myself up even to myself so that I can start gaining some healing and be at peace with all sides of myself. You know, like I need to not be afraid to go into my own darkness so that I can breathe light into it. This is this present energy. So the universe is saying, good job, right? You choose to complete the pain. You choose to go through this transformative cycle. That means that you won't have to repeat this lesson that you've been doing again. This is like graduation. Judgment energy. Number 20, fire. Pluto energy. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, which is the death card, right? It's saying you've done the transformation. We're giving you this sunlit energy. It's a dawning of a new day. We're closing the book. We're opening the new book. We're pulling open the light on a new candle, kind of. So the future potential. So we have 7 of Pentacles now, inverted. Now look at this. This character is wearing orange and blue, right? They're trying to get this emotional, talking to themselves energy and trying to cultivate their safety in the manifestation of their life. 7 inverted, we're out of balance. This is also indicative of impatience. In the future, you might find as you try to grow in your life, manifest now that you've done emotional healing, that it's going to take longer than you wanted it to. Right? It took a long time to get through this. Rome wasn't built in a day. It might take a minute. And you need to be aware that while you're doing it, you might have to wait a little longer for your harvest to come in, which is probably not what you want to hear. But here we have the energy of Saturn in Taurus. Okay? So Venus energy, which leads to the Empress, which also leads to Libra air energy. Then we have Saturn, which is currently retrograde. So it might be indicating also that Saturn in retrograde is going to give you a delay and keep you impatient, but you might have to wait a week, couple of weeks to get through it. 7 weeks, 7 months, something like that. It might take a little bit longer than you thought. You know, it's like you want to have the benefits right away, but you have to sit with it and let this new energy build and grow within you. And the consequences here, the Fool, it gives you the opportunity to have a new beginning. It's kind of like the same character. We have this sort of masculine youth drawn on here. This idea of like loyalty to the self. Giving yourself time to grow in your security with your new emotional openness, at least to yourself, will give you the energy to go out on your own. You just need to prepare a little bit more, sit in it, be more solid in it. This is Uranus energy, air, so it's almost like saying give it the few months until Uranus goes direct again and let yourself build this up during that time, right? Because this could be 7 months, because this is going to last for a few months, but it doesn't have to be a specific set of time. It's just like, you know, give it a little bit. It takes a month or two for plants to grow up out of the ground and build fruit or vegetables, in the same way as it takes the seeds of your own new awakening to take place within you. Like for me, sort of self-hating suicide track loop in the back of my head with this sort of self-destruct ego of lack. It just realized it's been 5.5 months since it turned off, and now I don't remember what it was like to constantly have this broken record in my head of, you know, self-abuse. And in that same vein, it's like, give it a minute, because you don't want to set out on your journey still feeling this card. You want to have this 17 star hope before you set out again, right? 20, you want to get to that and then have another one, 21, before you go back to the Fool. Okay? So the challenge that the universe is saying for the future, the Lovers again, right? The challenge will be to maintain this balance and healing within yourself. Keep making choices based on solid emotional grounding in your own energy, in the completeness of your own energy to move forward. And then we have 6 and 7 again, 13, and the Fool is holding this white death flower. So it's like every time you move forward, you have to keep this idea in your head that you're constantly transforming. Every day you're transforming. And it can take several days of transformation, several small units of time of transformation to really set out on a journey. It might not feel like you're going anywhere, but if you count back the months, you'll find that you've gone ahead quite a ways. So I know this water reading is a little shorter than the other ones, but it's pretty concise. It's what's there. So I'm just going to move the camera and get my sign up on here. So if you want to get a personal reading, you can hit me up, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. I have a complete list of readings and how much they cost in the description box of my infomercial video, which is linked below this one. I've got some coloring books and a poetry book on Amazon. I've got actual art items in my catalog here. And the link to this and to these prints and merch and other things are going to be with that same information there again in the description box of my infomercial video, or you can just email me and I'll get that to you. If you want to help support my channel, you can come hang out with me on Patreon. Got some extra stuff there that's not going to be on open YouTube. You can donate paypal.me/CATtheMinion. Throw me $1 or $2 if you're feeling frisky. I also have Cash App and Venmo. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab and the discussion tab in my channel. Stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.